Alright, welcome back to the Super Coach Nuff channel. In this video, we're going to preview game week 1 of the 2024 NFL season with a look at the NFL Dream Team. So, haven't really planned this yet, to be honest. I guess just quickly, one little update to my team. The quarterbacks, we've still gone with Richardson, Daniels, Williams, chasing value in those positions. And then with our running backs, McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson, the same. But the one change, and I guess this running back 4 sort of position has constantly changed during the preseason, but I have landed on a Saquon Barkley. So I guess having a bit of a closer look, I didn't really like Jacobs' matchup, particularly first up against the Eagles. Admittedly, in Brazil, it'll be an interesting sort of game on Saturday morning local time. But I guess when I looked at it, I don't really like the value that's available at running back. I've got Zamir White, Rico Dowdle on the bench, and even Dowdle I'm not convinced on. I'm hoping he'll start sort of quick, and then I can, trade him down to Brooks or, maybe one of the backups like Corum. Trey Benson might get a run. I can sort of start generating cash that way. So I just thought, well, with the running backs, I might as well just lock in the guys that I'm happy to hold for the season, obviously pending injury. And in the end, I thought, well, out of them, probably Saquon is the one I think will do the best. Obviously moving to a better team. So maybe sort of starved of opportunity in that sense, but he's an elite player. So on an elite team, it's sort of it seems like a no-brainer when you explain it like that. So I thought, well, I'll lock him in. And particularly, I guess, with these early games. So normally it'll probably only be a Thursday night game and then nothing till Sunday night, which is Monday morning here in Australia. So generally, as long as you make sure you're comfortable with the players in that first game, or in this case, the first 2 games, then you can sort of have a tinker around Sunday night and lock in the rest of your squad for the given week. So probably want to get Barkley in, so I've locked him in at this point. The wide receivers haven't changed, just sticking with Tyreek and CeeDee Lamb as the top 2. Um, Tyreek with his upside, with his speed, his ability to just make things happen. And CeeDee Lamb, just the clear and obvious target for Dak Prescott. Pretty good offense, pretty decent quarterback. No sort of massive target competition. So, again, it makes sense to just hold him for the season. And then I think there is a bit of value. So, Garrett Wilson, Deontay Johnson, Drake London. So, I guess Wilson and London are very similar profile in that they've upgraded their quarterbacks. Well, Garrett Wilson was supposed to have an upgraded quarterback last year. It didn't quite work out. But London, clear wide receiver 1 target with a pretty decent quarterback in Kirk Cousins thrown to him. So I think, there's definitely value there. Deontay Johnson's a bit of a wild card. Obviously, the quarterback isn't as proven, but he was a number 1 pick. The Panthers have invested a lot in their offense, including the offensive line. I think Johnson will be the clear target for Bryce Young. So it might be a bit more of a slow burn than I anticipate with the other 2, but I'm backing him in. And I guess the strategy as well with the cash in the bank is if it doesn't work out, I can upgrade over the next couple of weeks to those that are going to make a bit more cash. And then the rookies, I guess the obvious ones, Harrison Jr., Neighbours, um, wide receiver 1s straight away. Lad McConkey probably will be, wide receiver 1 as well, but maybe not as clear cut. And just with the Chargers, they just have lost a lot of, I guess, their targets from last year with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams departing. So I think someone like Ladd could just come in and have a role straight away. So got him in the team, and then we can start to upgrade as these guys build. The tight ends just going the main two: Sam Laporta, Travis Kelce. Trying not to do a lot of trading in this half of the team. Brock Bowers on the bench, I think, is the best rookie option. Admittedly, not on the strongest offense, but I think they targeted him because they like what he brings. So we'll give him a crack on the bench. The kickers, Bates and Cardi. Um, probably the best offenses that have a rookie kicker. Seen some highlights of Bates from the sort of minor leagues, I guess, and he can give it a belt. So, I think if they're anywhere near, they'll give him the crack at 3 points and they'll rack up. And then the defenses, I've gone with the Chiefs. Just I like their sort of schedule. I guess you look at the other teams in their conference, Denver. Testing my knowledge here, I don't remember the other ones, but I think they'll win their conference comfortably. So there's sort of 6 easy wins in the bag, uh, plus the other players, other teams they're playing. Um, and they've got a decent defense. So at their price, I think they represent the most value. Washington, they'll come in the week. Kansas City's on the bye, and other than that, they're super cheap, so we don't really care about them as a asset. So that's the team. In terms of the league, can't really see any matchups first up, but I thought we could go through and have a look at the players that are playing. So we've got Falcon Time, which is Peter, Timmy's Caddy, and Canberra Milk. So some familiar names from Supercoach land. So great to have you guys on board. Pretty sure Timmy's Caddy won it last year too. So hoping to go back to back. Got Hard Brock Life with Shane, who I think he's a desperate like man, has a go at everything. So that'd be good to see how he goes. Postman Pats, so Pat Mahomes pun there. There's a few of them. Lyles beats Tariq. I think I've talked about before. The classic Cut My Balls, so Cooper Cup does get a couple of runs. So welcome aboard, Jamie. The Krakens, Joel's team. Booby Curry, not exactly sure what the reference is, but I'm here for it. Tour Girls One Cup, another great cup pun there, Todd. Show Me the TDs from Glenn. Again, I like that one. What's Up One Jigbiz, Chris. Good stuff. Beard82, who's getting fired up at the same time online. Get amongst it, Daniel. The Bin Chickens, so I guess not really a viewer of the channel, more of a external friend, but we'll see how he goes this year with the boys. Mahomes, Mauto, not sure what that second part is, but Pat Mahomes reference. Wacko Jacko, I like it. Bucks 13 Bears, Shot Callers, and Go Pack, Go 10. So the boys are all in. Looks like they're all ready to go too. I think Go Pack, Go 10 didn't have the highlights before I recorded this, so good to see you've got in there, Jake, and got a team together. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Can't say too much more other than how good is it that NFL is kicking off. So um, probably have a look tomorrow at work, the Kansas City Baltimore game. But we'll wrap the video up there, get it out. So if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a like, obviously, if you enjoy the NFL content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports channel, fantasy sports content rather. We have this summer, and other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.